Kindness means to me when you treat others how you want to be treated.
Give a hug, play together, help friends. If nobody says kindness, the world would just be a really sad place. I give my heart to everybody.
Aw, and we accept that with open arms. It is time to get uplifted. Thank you for joining me. I'm Allison Seymour. Monday, February 17th. Remember that date. It was the Random Acts of Kindness Day this year. So in honor of that, we're focusing this episode on ways that people are sharing their gratitude with others. So we know that a hug can help make a bad day a little better, right? So we want to highlight a man from our area who spent a day giving strangers hugs. Take a look.
So when you got older, it seems like you came back 10 times over.
Now that's a hug and a little bit
yeah.
more. Joining us is Daniel Lee. He's the man that you just watched give that stranger a hug. Good morning. It's so nice to meet you.
Good to meet you too.
So where did you do this? Because, you know, social media just goes such a long way. Where did you put these hugs, the documented hugs? Was that on your social media?
Yeah, that was on my TikTok page. You know, we just drove out to DC and decided to record a video.
Yeah. And how'd you come up with that?
Yeah, so originally I wanted to start a TikTok page where I'm making more positive content, positive videos. So I saw another person do it online, so I was like, why not just shoot it right here local in DC? So I got a bunch of friends. We just went, shot a video, and kind of had fun with it.
So what did the hug represent when you thought you want to do something positive? You want to do something that's going to, you know, sort of be intriguing for your page. How'd you settle on the hugs?
Yeah, so hugs always make people feel better,
Yeah.
especially, just random people, strangers. They don't expect a hug every day. It's always a good feeling, a good positive feeling, especially when, just out of a random hug just coming at you. And then, people are smiling, they're laughing, they're like, why are you doing this? I'm like, just spreading positivity so their face lights up and, it's a good time.
I love it. Now, what was this? Was this downtown DC?
Yeah, this is downtown DC.
Okay.
I think around, I forget the exact area. We were just walking around for a bit.
Yeah, now I see that one man there rebuffing the hug. How dare he? But, we live in a sort of jaded society right now, divided society. Look, I love that. How many hugs to not hugs did you get? What was the ratio, would you say? More hugs or less hugs?
Honestly, I thought it was going to be 10 rejections to like 1.
Yeah.
But honestly, it went pretty well. I'd say it's pretty, maybe like a 7-3, more hugs than rejections. But so it was a great time.
So we know how that made them feel if you accept the hug. It just always makes you feel better. How did it make you feel giving the hug?
It was better than I thought. It was awesome. Just spreading positivity, seeing their smile.
Yeah.
It was great.
So how many days did you do this over? Was this just one day?
Yeah, it was just one day.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was so much fun the first time, so we decided just, hey, let's go to a different area and just record another video.
Do it again.
Yeah.
What's one memory or one thing that left an imprint on you, impacted you from this whole experiment? What can you leave us with?
Oh, definitely. Just seeing people smile, uplifting someone's day. Maybe they're having a bad day, and then that hug kind of brightens it up, and that's a great feeling. It's a really wholesome feeling.
I love it. How do people follow you on social media?
I'm at Dan's Left Ankle on TikTok, and that's where I make videos. Usually I make pretty funny content, but that day I just decided to make a positive video.
I'm not going to ask you about how you got that name, but it's pretty funny.
Yeah,
Dan's Left. It's okay. It's easy to remember. Dan's Left Ankle on TikTok. Thank you so much.
I got a little ring to it.
Well, this is perfect for Random Acts of Kindness Day. It's been my pleasure talking to you. Keep doing your good work.
I appreciate it.
All right, I love that. All right, and a hug is just one physical gift that we can give each other. Our Alexis Wainwright shows us what heartwarming gift a stranger gave to a man right here in our area.
When you lose faith in people, then someone does something like this.
An act of kindness goes a long way.
Hey, Dad. I have a surprise for you.
97-year-old Bill Kerpelman now has a new TV.
They saw your story and they wanted to bring you a new TV to make sure you don't miss any more games.
Oh, gee whiz.
The 97-year-old has been overjoyed by the success of the Commanders this season, but over the past month, he hasn't been able to watch games because his TV broke. It's not easy for him to get around, and he spends a lot of time in his apartment. Well, literally seconds after our original story aired on WUSA 9, we started getting calls from viewers offering to help.
To just be sitting there at night with nothing to watch, nothing to do. And I said, I have to do this. I just know in my heart that's what my dad would want.
Paula Masters says she felt the need to step in because her father loved to watch football too. He passed away 2 years ago. She and her husband set up the TV, and it's ready to go for game day.
When I heard the story on TV, I wanted to make sure you were able to watch the game.
And now,
there we goes. Yay!
He's so excited to watch football and cheer on the Commanders.
It's the power of television and your help in doing there. Do we have to hit it on a bottle of champagne?
Alexis Wainwright, WUSA 9.
Now to a random act of kindness that a group of quilters in Manassas gifted to a stranger. Our Sean Martinelli brings us this inspiring story of kindness in his series, The Heart of It.
Oh, Janet. Good morning.
If there's one thing I can tell you about quilters,
Scissors, pins, needles, needle threader, pencil sharpener.
As much as they love stitching, they really love chatting.
This may get done in about 2 years, but but that's okay. I've had it for a lot longer.
So rarely does something leave members of the Stonehouse Quilters speechless.
I think there's so much more that we can do.
That's member Debbie Wine.
Wine, just like the drink.
Okay.
But I'm a bourbon drinker.
Last year, Debbie got a message from a stranger.
She just said she had some fabrics to donate. I think the story behind it is what makes it so special.
It was like, we have to do this.
The fabric came from a woman named Jennifer Rao. It was part of a quilt her late grandmother started but never finished. With no pattern, no instructions, the group had no idea how it would turn out.
Quilters are like that. They just do what they can do.
I thought, oh boy, couldn't it be something simpler?
And I looked at all the pieces and went, oh no, this is going to be a challenge.
The quilters went into the project blind, which is fitting because the recipient
can't see it. Yeah.
Jennifer lives at this Manassas apartment complex for adults with disabilities. She's held on to her grandmother's unfinished quilt for 10 years.
Just something that she had really wanted to make for herself and never got a chance to finish it.
What do you miss most about her?
Everything.
And so a group of needle-threading, quick-laughing ladies got to work.
Of course it's a great group of ladies. What kind of question is that?
They worked for months to weave it all together, turning scraps into this.
It could have been a box of parts that ended up in the trash, but it ended up into a beautiful piece of artwork.
And that artwork might be the most meaningful gift they will ever give.
Yeah. Well, it's going to make me cry. Hi, Jennifer. It's been a long couple of months.
Jennifer finally has a piece of her grandmother back.
This is absolutely wonderful. This is so special to me.
She may not be able to see, but Jennifer can certainly feel the quilt, the generosity, the love.
This was definitely a labor of love.
You found the perfect bunch of people to get this back to your family, finished and back.
The perfect bunch, equally caring as they are chatty.
This is great.
Sean Martinelli, WUSA 9.
And we know that kindness has no age limit, so we want to highlight how local college students are spreading the love. George Mason students packed more than 100 kits filled with personal hygiene products during Random Acts of Kindness Day this year. The kits were then donated to the Patriot Pantry, which helps fellow students on a tight budget. Well, hopefully by now we have inspired you to participate in your own random act of kindness. Here are some suggestions, though, for your loved ones or even strangers. Give them a genuine compliment, pay for their meal, or send some flowers. And speaking of picking out the perfect flowers, that can really make this moment more special for the person who gets them. So joining us now is Samara Banks. She is the, did you say fourth generation?
Fourth generation.
Member of the fourth generation of the Lee family. Of course, the Lees are the owners of Lee's Flower Shop, historic flower shop on U Street in Northwest DC. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate you.
I just love your family. I love the tradition of it.
We love you back.
Okay, good. Thank you so much. Tell me about like picking that perfect flower. Like what goes into that if somebody comes into the shop and they say, I don't really know where to start?
Okay, absolutely. There's a lot that comes with building your perfect bouquet. Number one, I love to ask the occasion, whether it's an anniversary, a birthday, even just because, of course, Valentine's Day. All of those kind of give you an idea of the look that the person is going for.
Yeah.
So once you picked out your occasion, now we go into color scheme and what perfect colors to make it look beautiful and for the occasion.
Right.
Then you want to know, okay, the pricing. Do you want a huge, showy Miss America bouquet presentation style, or do you want like a cute, petite, posy style bouquet?
Right.
But whatever, so it kind of is like a mini consultation.
Okay.
Kind of picking your brain and to see what the look that you're going for. And once you choose that, you have the idea to make the perfect bouquet.
Right. I love that. So don't just think you're coming in and getting something.
It's a big deal.
Yeah,
okay,
I love it.
We make it a big deal, an experience.
And so when a person gets that perfect bouquet, the flowers, the style, and all, like if somebody is I'm not even trying to be funny, but a cutesy and demure little person, they might not want like a big, huge, like you said. Right. So it shows that you care about what they want.
For sure. Yeah. You kind of read your person, and as well as have the conversation, and so that you can just make their ideas come to life.
Yeah,
and it's a good experience.
Okay. So you're going to show us how to make the perfect
Absolutely.
bouquet.
I'm going to show you guys.
Okay. So tell me, what we come in and we see like all these different.
Yeah. So all the flowers are the stems are cut. They're in fresh water, and we pick as you go.
Okay.
I chose these flowers. I called them up this morning. I said, please give me this, that, and the third, because I wanted to make like a nice, bright and cheerful. Could be a birthday bouquet. It has the orange, yellows, pinks, greens. So it could be like a birthday bouquet, a goodwill bouquet, or just because.
Yeah. Okay.
So we have. I'm gonna start with like kind of like our focal flowers. We have roses.
And I said they look so beautiful. They almost look artificial. They're so perfect.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Yes. All right. So I'm going to start with some roses. I always start with one focal flower. I'm going to start with the big one.
Okay.
And then I like to go in. So now I'm going to put one on either side, a different color. And then I'll pick a different color, different flower.
So the balance, you're looking at the balance.
The balance, make it look a little bit symmetric, and that's what makes it look floral, like a floral arrangement. So you don't just like put them all together. It's kind of like a science to it. So I start like this.
Yeah.
Thank you. So now I'm gonna pick a different color. Maybe these are Gerber daisies.
Okay.
And I'm going to put them on either side. So now I'm building a circle. You want it to be really round and kind of symmetric and just beautiful. So now I'm going to just go around and filling in the rest of my flowers.
Do different flowers ever go out of style? Like somebody, really not, I don't know, checking for a certain kind of flower?
Pretty much. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Sometimes, and then it's all depending on the person. But some people don't like carnations. They think they're kind of like outdated or a funeral flower. And then a lot of people like peonies, even though they don't really know that they have a really short season, and it's almost like you almost never have peonies,
right,
except for sometimes. But yeah, pretty much. Okay. Some flowers we follow like the trends of society too. So a lot of flowers do go out of style for sure.
Okay.
So now I'm just filling in my blanks, filling in the holes, and still keeping my shape.
Okay.
And then I have these yellow roses right here.
Roses just coming out everywhere.
Right, exactly. All right, got a little bit more to go. And I'm going to put hydrangea right here.
Okay.
And one more, let's say one more rose. And then, guys, I like to, this is called Solidago. I like to kind of fill in this circle
give it
with some
height.
filler, exactly, with some texture. And you see how it's looking very round.
Yeah. That's actually amazing how you're putting that together.
Thank you so much.
It really is.
Yeah, so, okay, so here's the circle.
Okay.
And now I'm going to just kind of frame the arrangement with greens.
Now, when you get that, you know that somebody has thought about you.
Yeah.
They thought about your colors.
Absolutely.
They thought about how you are, your energy.
Yes.
And all of that.
Yes, we like to make it an experience. You know, you guys can get flowers from Trader Joe's and Whole Foods, but you know, I like to make an experience where as though you're comfortable, you're getting your specifications met. You can do a custom order and it gets wrapped with love and everything like that. So it's a different experience from going to the grocery store and getting your flowers there.
It really is. Okay, and the time that we have left, can I help you do
that?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Okay.
So now I'm
goes in
just
here,
gonna,
right?
Actually, I just like fold it right here so that the
Look,
flowers go.
Tomorrow.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Okay.
Thank you so much. So I just
it's the
frame it
whole
like
thing.
this.
Okay.
Now I'm just going to wrap it in cellophane, which I'm going to crisscross as well.
Okay.
And once I do that, I'm going to bring it up.
This is what makes Lee's Flowers just so special. Of course, Lee's is decades-long history in the district, 2 locations in D.C. It's a Black-owned business, and we honor the longevity in the community that your family has had, and of course, this beauty. So
thank you so much.
This is how, and I'm gonna, when you're done, please present it to me as if I have just won a pageant.
Absolutely. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Miss America
presenting. This is Samara Banks. Thank you so much. And this is Lee's Flowers. I appreciate you.
Thank you. We appreciate you.
Go visit Lee's. All right, now, kindness comes in many forms. Coming up, we highlight 5 ways that people are paying gratitude forward across the country. Welcome back in. Well, when was the last time you said thank you? Probably recently, right? We say it all the time, but can you remember the last time you wrote those words? In fact, most of us don't even put pen to paper that much anymore. But that's why we want to share a moving story about students in Philadelphia who were inspired to write notes to say thank you to people thousands of miles away. Aziza Schuler reports.
Few things are as adorable as hearing 6- and 7-year-olds read aloud messages to their heroes.
You are brave, strong, helpful.
When students at Franklintown Elementary learned of the heroic efforts of the LA Fire Department battling the catastrophic wildfires, they felt inspired to share their appreciation by handwriting letters packed with admiration.
Thank you for saving people in California. You are kind, helpful, and you are a hero.
And some curiosity.
How tall are the ladders? Good job.
Wednesday, members of the Philadelphia Fire Department visited the classroom and helped the little ones prepare their heartwarming letters for mailing.
Directly to the Chief of Police of the Huntington Beach Fire Department in California, Los Angeles County, and he said that he will give them personally to the firefighters on the front lines.
Your acts of kindness and sympathy letters will hopefully give some comfort to the people who are affected.
While the project taught students a bit about geography and natural disasters, teacher Holly Green says it was truly a lesson of compassion.
Really important. Even though we think we can't do a lot to help, we still say thank you and we help where we can.
Aziza Schuler, CBS News, Philadelphia.
Well, we can often feel helpless when we see others impacted by devastating crises like the California wildfires. But this next story is another example of how fire victims are being supported. We know for kids, comfort often comes in the form of a stuffed animal.
He's a superhero.
How long have you had him?
A lot.
Do you love him?
Henry Garcia is one of the children affected by the fires in Altadena. When his family evacuated, he took that Spider-Man stuffed animal with him.
He's been sleeping with it every night. I mean, it's his coping mechanism, that keeps him, calm and, a reminder of home. And he really does love it.
Well, the family saved some essentials, but Ava, Henry's older sister, lost a Mr. Guacamole avocado squishy that she cherished. Ava was heartbroken, but that's when a stranger stepped in. The kid's mom came across a Google Doc that had been created by an influencer in New Jersey. Now, in that document, families who lost stuffed animals can be gifted new ones from total strangers.
I thought, what are the odds that I could fill this out and someone could think about my child and what they left behind?
Also not hesitating to help is Budsies. The stuffed animal company saw the good work being done, and they are also now volunteering to custom replace any stuffies left behind in the fires. And as for Ava, she has a new avocado plushie. Well, I want to take you now to Minnesota, where a man had his e-bike stolen last month. And you don't need me to tell you that if you have ever been robbed, you feel violated, you feel unsafe. But this next story teaches us that an act of kindness can uplift you when you need it the most. Here's more.
I ride all year long, 100 degrees or 25 below.
Weather may not stop Joe from taking a spin on his e-bike, but thieves did.
I had gone to the grocery store and locked it up, and I came out and the bike was gone. Your heart sinks. It's like not being able to find your car at the airport. You think, did somebody steal it or did they park it somewhere else? So it's gone. When e-bikes are stolen, they recover about less than 1.7%. So they're gone.
Gone and out about $2,000.
It's transportation for me year round. So it's a big blow to have it stolen.
But as quickly as he was down, Joe's spirits were lifted. Just 24 hours after filing a police report and sharing a warning to neighbors online, something special happened.
So, Joe, I'm David with Face to Face. We'd like to donate a new bike to you. And I thought it was a joke or scam.
But it wasn't.
I had to pinch myself and say, this can't be true. This is my transportation and vitality. So he understood it right away. Without question, said, come on and we'll get you a new one.
Face to Face is a nonprofit that often works with marginalized kids, providing support, opportunities, and research.
We're just showing up and doing what we do.
But it also helps victims of crime.
We're all about caring for our community.
Like Joe.
What we wanted to do is also be available for those who age out as we serve, young people.
Within a week, Joe had a new bike.
This is one of the nicest ones I've ever had.
And a new outlook.
I got a lot of youth and they need some guidance and direction and mentors, and I'd love to do that. I love working with young kids.
While bad things happen,
just forever gracious for their work and their generosity.
There's still a lot of good.
There are still caring people in this world, caring organizations who do amazing work.
Nobody's going to cut through that.
Nobody indeed. And we want to share how one moment ignited someone's compassion, and now that someone is actively working to make her community feel supported. 7-year-old Lily Ehrlich saw a mom with her babies outside of a grocery store. The mom was holding a sign that said she needed money for diapers and formula.
That made me feel kind of sad, so I thought that we could help more people like that.
So Lily decided to turn her hobby of making and selling these beautiful bracelets into a charity endeavor. She began donating all the proceeds she made to a local nonprofit that helps survivors of domestic violence.
She didn't even think twice. She was like, yeah, that's a great idea. Let's do it.
A small gesture of kindness and compassion that really has gone a long way. Lily donated $1,000 on Valentine's Day. Before we go, we want to highlight one amazing act of kindness. Now, this may have been a random or accidental moment, but everything about it screams intentional. You can see a man in a frozen pond there. Wow, that is Hunter Wagnon. He's a rancher living in Oklahoma. Hunter jumped into that frozen pond to save a calf in only a t-shirt and shorts. His father says his son's efforts were not a surprise to him.
If you knew Hunter or any of my boys, you go, yeah, they're going to do that.
I love, that's a proud dad right there. Hey, we are proud of Hunter too. Thank you so much for joining me. I want to continue to share stories that uplift you. You can email us at getuplifted@WUSA9.com. Reach out to me on X, Instagram, or our Get Up DC social pages. Join the conversation by using the hashtag GetUpDC. And you can get your daily dose of Get Uplifted every morning at 5 on Get Up DC. And you can also find these stories on our website and our YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning in. Stay uplifted.